just here in Sankey's, Manchester, as you can see. I've just got off the plane from Ibiza, from my residency at Tribal Sessions over there, and this is the closing party in Manchester. And right now I'm just going to give a bit of a run through about how I'd prepare for the set and how I would play on the night. Before the set, I like to plan about, say, 30 tracks per hour to choose from. And what I'd do is start off with all the deeper ones at first, and then gradually build the intensity of the tracks up. So then when I'm playing, if I was playing in, like, you know, it was quieter at the start of the night, I would keep it deep. And then as the room filled up, I could choose some of the more tougher tracks toward the end of my set. If everyone was loving it, I could play it a lot tougher. But if, you know, there was like in the deeper sound, I could play that. So I like to have options to choose from, but I don't like having too many, because I used to have all my CDs and I'd just be panicking like, whoa, what tracks to play? Should I play this one? Should I play that one? So I like to limit it a little bit. I always like to tailor my set going into the gig. Usually you'll get a feeling of what the set's going to be like beforehand just by who else is on the lineup with you, what time you're playing. Like tonight, it's probably because I've been playing in here for 6 years now, since I was 19. I've kind of got a good idea how it's going to go, so I could plan it and I can reckon I can pretty much stick to my plan. But if I was playing at a gig elsewhere, like I've got one coming up, you know, in Sunderland, which obviously I've got a lot of Sankey's gigs, but when it's not somewhere that I'm familiar with, you could vary a lot what you play on the night and you wouldn't be able to gauge it as well beforehand, so I'd take more options that time if I was playing further away. When I'm playing, I always like to get as much of a connection and look out at what everyone else is behaving like, so obviously I'll only play the tracks that I'm loving, but I'll always play as best as I see fit that the room would sort of soak up and the one that they would connect with the most. That's how I'd pick the vibe of the track that I'm playing. I don't do it on all tracks, but certain ones, like the more Chicago ones with a lot of snares and a lot of like high-end percussion, you can like bring it in pretty abruptly and take it out, and like you can sort of, it's almost like garage mixing where you can just chop it in, chop the other one out, chop the other one out, and I was doing that quite a bit for like 4 of the tracks, because it was like Chicago with a high energy, and well, usually they're all the same drum machines. It's always an 808, so the drums sound like they're off the same track anyway, but it just like sounds crazy when you've got like some snares going, then you bring in some rims. It was, but it was like, the atmosphere was particularly mega tonight. I thought everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves, that everyone was giving us high fives and that. I had a lot of fun behind the decks, it was good. Jozef K signing out, proper enjoyed it tonight. Thanks to TECHTOOLS for putting the video live. And if you want to find any of my tracks, self-promo, proper plug here, just go on soundcloud.com/Jozef-K. Safe.